One of the most useful features of Black Shield ID is self-enrollment. Self-enrollment does three important things for me. It gives me a secure way to deliver tokens to remote users using normal mail or courier. It's secure because the token cannot be used to access my network until self-enrollment is complete, and only the intended user is able to complete the self-enrollment process. The second benefit is that in just a few mouse clicks I can issue the token, substantially reducing the effort and impact on my time. And once I've issued the token, I can forget about it, because Black Shield will automatically alert me if self-enrollment is not completed within the time frame and parameters that I've allowed. So enough talking. Let's issue a token to James Brown, who is in our South Carolina office. I select James from the list, click on a token from inventory, then click the Self-Enroll button. I don't want to assign any access restrictions to James, so I click the Enroll button a second time. That's it. I'm done. Notice that the token has changed state to assign, and James can now be supported by my help desk through the Secured Users tab. Now over to James. When James next checks his email, he'll find a message from Black Shield with instructions for self-enrollment. As an aside, Black Shield allows me to modify the enrollment message, but in this case I opted to use the default message. You'll notice that the email includes a unique activation code which is required during self-enrollment. Only James has this code. It also includes a URL to the self-enrollment web page. So let's browse to the self-enrollment page. The self-enrollment steps will vary depending on the type of token and PIN policy, but Black Shield handles all of this automatically. In this case, James is prompted to enter his username, the serial number of the token he received, and the activation code from the enrollment email. If the activation code and username are correct, Black Shield will display the initial PIN for this token. James must now use his token to generate a passcode and enter both the PIN and passcode into the OTP field. This allows Black Shield to verify that James has entered the correct serial number for the token. And that's it. The token is now bound to James, and he can now authenticate to the network.
And finally, back at Black Shield ID, I go to the Snapshot tab and I can see that James is logged in and he's actually completed a PIN change. And if we browse to the Secured Users tab, we can see that James's token is now in the active state. We can view his authentication metrics, and we can see the last authentication requests in the authentication activity pane.